it out. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, time to actually get a little bit of testing going on here. So if you can hear me now, hopefully that's working. My wife is in the other room. She's monitoring this to make sure everything's working since this is the first time I've been testing this. So I'm not gonna do Swords Tournament yet because I still have an hour and a half, and I don't want to waste my time on that climb yet. I also have the 5 times ultimate chest here that I can open. See if I get anything good randomly. No, I did not. I did get Oogie from another one earlier. The one from the Conquest Rewards, I actually just got 8 Merlin, which is amusing to me since that's 8 out of 50. So I definitely have not made any progress there. I'm going to just get rid of those notifications because that's just going to bother me. Okay, so going to do some arena climb, mess around with some stuff here. I'll be monitoring the chat the best I can. Still haven't figured out how to get that to work. But as always, feel free to leave comments down, and I'll try to answer and keep up with you guys as much as I can. So this is the team I'm running right now with Dash, and then I'll get Jack in here as soon as I can. This is usually a good time for me. It's like 7:30. I'm in U.S. Central, so usually able to keep up with people since there's usually more people on right now. It keeps it pretty interesting. Okay, so let's see. I think I actually can take out. I don't want to hope that I can take out Dash, so I'll just take out Buzz here. So again, kind of like the trick that I've been using this whole time for this lineup has been get Dash to use his ability. His kicks, build up some charge, take out someone, and then use Shan Yu and Aladdin to reduce turn meter on people. Managed to get 2 evades on that one. Mordu evaded the first one, and Jack evaded the second one. So we'll have to see how this one shapes up. Okay, so the way that this team has kind of been, the way I've been running this team specifically is I have Dash trying to go out first. Obviously they have another Dash, and theirs is faster than mine. But I just got the bucket, and the bucket is getting a nerf, but it hasn't happened yet. So gonna take advantage of that while I can. He doesn't have enough charge to really do that much, so I'm just not gonna waste it. Barley's really good with Dash. Obviously you're not guaranteed to always get Dash to assist, but if you do, it does build up charge without him having to take a turn, which is very helpful. That's kind of how I've been using this team, and I'm just gonna try to force them to lose their charge. There you go. Okay, so this is the way that if you're facing opponent dashes, you kind of do want to attack him because you want him you want to force him to lose his charge. Now I'm also running foul play, which I've been testing with whether or not that's the right spell to use with Dash, because pulling buffs isn't always as useful as doing some other things to a team. So I don't have the Claw. The Claw has been something that a lot of people have been saying has been pretty good with Dash because it ignores evades. But unfortunately, I do not have the Claw. Still only have 3 charges on Dash, so I'm definitely not going to be able to get enough to use him. But this is kind of how I've been using the team. So if you're kind of following, I am really just trying to funnel hopefully as many assists as I can to Dash. And I have not been lucky enough to get Dash to assist yet. He's still at 4 charged, and Mordu's about to do a AoE, which might force him to evade. Oh, they're just going to try to stun. That's an interesting move. Let's see if I could stun Jack Sparrow. Success. Overall, the point of using this team versus others, as from what I've been able to find, is that Dash benefits the most from being able to get his second turn off before the other team can pull off any charged. So the point of me running with Shan Yu and Aladdin is to force Dash to hopefully get Dash to have his turn pretty fast. So this team is, again, it's a little over 100 more powerful than me. They're left with Mordu and a bucket, and I still have. Well, I won't have dash for much longer, but I still have my bucket, which also doesn't look like it's gonna last that much longer. But they also have very few turns left with Mordu. See if I can. I'll try to get a stun here. A blind. Okay, so this is where it's going to get a little hairy. So it's now going to be bucket v bucket, because my bucket is going to be at full health. Now this is actually why I think that's really good that they made it so the bucket can't charge, because basically you can keep charging up your bucket. So the way that it's working right now is that, one, if bucket is stunned, he can come in and he can attack. Two, if you have a bucket on the field, you can still charge a bucket, so that if your bucket is low health or has a lot of debuffs, you can throw another bucket. That has been changed in the upcoming update and the upcoming set of nerfs. They're actually going to make it so that your team your spell can't charge, so you're going to have to lose bucket before you can start getting ready for another bucket, so you can't be taking advantage of the system. Okay. So I'm going to try to take out Aladdin. Usually I'd go after Big Bad Wolf, but I think I can actually get Aladdin on this one, and Aladdin's much more annoying. Oh, just barely didn't get it. Okay. So this is where the strategy kind of has its problems, is that if Shan Yu doesn't take out someone fast enough, it gets a little hairy. Probably should have gone after Sorcerer Mickey. Sorcerer Mickey is very squishy. Looks like they're trying to remove Aladdin's turn meter and just actually take him out fast. So this is what you're seeing, is that they're not going after Dash, and Dash is 7 charged, so it doesn't matter that they're going to take out Aladdin, because what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to call an assist to try to get Dash to move. Okay, he didn't, but I got rid of the evade, and now I'm actually just gonna go after it. I got Facilier off, and I charged the spell. So the same way that I've been using Ian before, where I wanted Ian's ability, because Ian would be able to take him out, to use the Arcane Lightning to take out the whole team. In a similar vein, what I'm trying to work with in this is that I want to get it so that Dash has as much charge as possible by turn 2. That's actually annoying, they had trigger. Okay. But the overall strategy, again, is that I want Dash to get as much charged by turn 2 so that he can just get off right away, get his team going, shred a couple people, and there you go. Okay, so they're left with a bucket and trigger. Of these two, you always go after trigger first, because trigger can technically pull another bucket if this one starts going low on health. Trigger actually has a turn as opposed to the bucket. The bucket doesn't really have a turn; it just does attacks when its speed meter fills. So what the plan is for this team, you want to be careful if you have the bucket on defense, or if you're using the bucket on PvP, because it doesn't get a turn. It's just going to attack. It also always picks whoever your last target was. So to counter it, if the bucket is the only thing left, is one of the last things standing, go after everything else and leave the bucket for last, because the bucket can't use any other spells. So this is kind of what I've been running. Manticore as the main tank, so I can get Barley. So if Barley gets attacked early, Manticore can gain some speed meter. One of the abilities that Manticore passive is that if teammate dealt damage as an armor character, increases character speed meter by 10%, which allows Manticore to potentially move and get a taunt off to prevent pull as much damage as you can off of the other team. So there you go. See, comments. People can do it. I just want to make sure this is all working. So glad to see that you're here. Always love everyone that's out there. Trying my best. And I'll have more videos coming out of a little bit more with testing, but I'm just doing some live testing with Dash. Just have him at 6 stars, but gonna throw out a couple more team comps. Just try to get get some Jack out here just to see what it's like. I'm gonna leave Dash on here, but I'm gonna take out Barley because I do need a tank, and I don't have any other tanks other than Manticore at a high. I could potentially use. I'll probably try to use Mr. Incredible later, but again, I have no runes, so I can't get. So you're not gonna see Metal Jack. But here we go. So this is running out. First try with using Jack. I've never used him yet. I just unlocked him. He's at 5 stars. Dash is at 6 stars. Aladdin's at 6 stars as well. Manticore's at 5, and Shan Yu's at 5. I got matched up with a bot, it looks like. Yeah, so Sorcerer Mickey is very, very, very squishy. So if you're running something similar to what I'm showing you right now, you want to use Dash, his ability right away to control some speed. Hopefully if you can get some crits with Shan Yu, you can actually reduce speed a couple more times. Aladdin's Carpet can reduce some speed. Okay, so I have no idea what's about to happen with Jack. So let's see. So Polymorph can deal a ton of damage, and there's only 2 that I have right now. Jack attack, 3 hits. Doesn't seem like it's actually doing that much damage. Again, just gonna run through I try to do that turn 2 because I don't know if Dash is gonna survive much longer than that for the most part. Hopefully I'll try in the next one to use the random Jack ability. Okay, so if you guys have any requests for team comps, people you want me to try running Jack with, just let me know in the comments, and I'll try to get as much as I can. I'll be on here for a little bit, for probably about 40 minutes, and then after that, I'll probably try streaming some Disney Heroes since I'm also covering that game for funsies. You guys can also see me play. I'll be putting that up. Also in the Discord for Disney Heroes if you've ever watched any of my Disney Heroes content. Okay, so this is a team that actually might be a little bit more challenging. So it looks like by luck of the draw, their Dash and their Shan Yu is going to get to go first. Let's see what they decide to do. Okay, my turn's up. I'm gonna go after Big Bad Wolf. Big Bad Wolf also is a little bit less health, and he's with low stars because most people haven't invested too heavily in him. He has less health than some of these other characters I get. Okay, so let's see. I'll take out Big Bad Wolf here, and I'm gonna try to take more charge stuff. Okay, so it looks like I haven't been able to pull off too much charge, but it looks like they've actually quit out. Okay, so it looks like I just got the normal Jack attack, just the 3 babies. Gonna throw out Dash's main. Okay, so I took him out pretty quick. This is actually a relatively evenly matched team, as it turns out, and they even got luck of the draw first, but it just goes to show you how useful Shan Yu is if you could take out a character on his first turn. Controlling speed obviously is still king, even though Dash is so fast and he can get so much health. You're going to want to still prioritize health here. Actually, really, let me try one without a tank. Let's see if I just go pure damage and just try to continue that. So I'll throw out Jack Sparrow just to see if I can get a charm out in case I do too much damage at the beginning and they throw out a bucket, which has been the most frustrating thing that I've been having to deal with so far, is doing too much damage so that they throw out their bucket before I have a chance to control theirs. Okay, another relatively evenly matched team here. Sorcerer Mickey is my first go-to just because he's usually so much easier to take out. Although it looks like they're slowing down my Shan Yu, but they didn't get any off. Just not enough. I'm kind of annoyed that tier 5 for Shan Yu, actually, I won't be able to get any more offense on him for a while. Who should I? I'm just going to charm her just to get some of that off. Okay, 4 charged is still probably enough to do a decent amount of damage. I'm just going to run it just to get it off. We'll see if I got Monster Jack this time. The animations are pretty sick. I'm pretty excited with the animations that they put in for the Incredibles characters that they added. It's pretty fun. I think I must have had the kill order weird for this one because I ended up not. Well, it might be that Jack Sparrow just isn't doing enough right now to benefit the team a ton. Man. Okay, so I am going to get to use Jack's other attack. I don't know what this passive is that he's using. It's on turn start, 50% chance to grant guaranteed critical offense or speed up for 1 turn. So he got guaranteed crit. It's this. I accidentally hit. I waited too long messing around with it. I will say while that is beneficial for when you're working in PvP, it is kind of annoying sometimes when I'm trying to figure out my strategy. Okay. So we still have Jasmine alive. But there you go, there's her. Again, my strategy with whenever I'm facing bucket teams is always to go after the bucket last. Oh, look, you got speed up this time. This is 3 hits, so he's only going to be able to evade the first one. Okay, so they took out Jack and Dash on that turn, but they're just left with a bucket, so I'm pretty sure I've got this one. Nah, I'll leave my bucket up because he has speed up, even though he has offense down. Never got any pieces of 8, though, activated from Jack Sparrow. Okay, so another relatively complicated win, but a win nonetheless. Let's see if I can get anything else going on. Hold on, give me a sec. No, Hero was scratching the wall. Okay. Back on. Let's go in here with the same team, trying out Jack Sparrow. Don't know if I necessarily need Jack Sparrow. He's mostly here in case they bucket. Ended up getting matched up with the same person again. Sorry, Lothcat lady, if you're out there watching this. Was not able to take out their Sorcerer Mickey on the first turn, and I don't think I'll be able to take out Big Bad Wolf either, so I'll just save it for after I do a little bit of damage, and hopefully I can reduce some. They did. So they're still going after Shan Yu in the first turn. Actually, I can't tell if they've autoed this or not. They're moving so fast. Okay, still want to reduce the speed there. I'm going to charm Big Bad Wolf, actually. Let's see if I can get a different Jack. So I got Monster again. Again, I don't have runes, so I can't. So I'm not gonna be able to show you guys what Metal Jack looks like because I haven't gotten that rune yet. That ability upgrade. Okay, now I can take out Mickey. Okay, let's go after Sean next. So I think they autoed. Just so they didn't have to watch this battle again. Okay. Doing some... I need to do a lot more personal testing with Jack Sparrow. I know he's really good, and I've seen a lot of people that really like him. But I haven't done enough testing on my own to be able to know exactly how to use him well. 4 charge isn't going to be enough to do anything useful, so I'm still just going to pull this. Okay, Jack Jack gave himself speed up again. So Jack Jack does do a lot of damage. I will say that what I'm seeing from this is that Jack Jack is able to do quite a bit of damage to single target, and there is a little bit of fun randomness associated with his second ability, and the fact that he can buff himself in really random ways as well. Okay. Thrown out. I accidentally hit the bucket. I wasn't trying to attack the bucket. Need to take out Jack Sparrow next. I need to take out Aladdin with Jack Sparrow, but I don't think I will. But Shan Yu should get a turn. Jasmine will probably set up the taunt on this turn on auto. I will say, like, the more I watch some of these animations, the more happy I am with them. Just some of these like little animations. I will say my favorite one is still by far Mulan with Mushu. Using Mushu to light the rocket is still my favorite animation so far. So again, I don't necessarily think that I'm necessarily winning that one because of Jack Jack. Even though Jack Jack is doing quite a bit of damage, I'm gonna take out Jack Sparrow though and try some other ones. If you guys have anything you want to see or any teams you want me to try, always leave them in the comments below. I'll be streaming again for a little bit here, and then I'll be streaming Disney Heroes afterwards. Okay, I'll try Big Bad Wolf. Big Bad Wolf, I have him, but I only have him at 4 stars, so he is not very bulky, so he gets taken out pretty fast. And I can't use Mickey either in PvP because he's only 2 stars, so he has very little health. Very easy to take out, especially if you ever get matched up against a Shan Yu team. Okay, this one should be good. This is basically a mirror match, except this is basically a mirror match. What's the difference? I have Aladdin instead of Buzz on theirs. They are much stronger than me too, so I doubt I'll be able to take out Big Bad Wolf here, but I can hope. Not even a critical hit. Okay. So they're probably going to use their ability. They actually are. I swear I don't think they're watching the stream. That's really annoying. Oh, I have Jack Jack and they have Buzz. Yeah, they're much stronger than me, so this was not. I don't think this was ever going to work out. Matchmaking is always kind of funky because I'm never confident in what they're giving me about whether or not I'll actually be able to survive through it. I want to see Fire Jack Jack. Nah, I just got the 3 babies. With only 1 charged, I'm obviously not going to be able to make any progress with it, so I might as well just keep moving. I'm debating whether or not to use foul play because I'm seeing a lot of other people that have foul play. But a lot of these teams, a lot of people aren't giving themselves a lot of buffs. So if you're not giving yourselves a lot of buffs, like foul play is decent but not great with damage. I'm gonna lose this one, but I'm gonna try without using foul play. Because even though foul play is fast, foul play is not isn't as useful for damage versus some of the others that are out there. I also only have it at level 1 or 1 star, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So it's kind of hit or miss with foul play, because if they don't have buffs, then you're just kind of hoping that it's doing enough damage. But if it's not doing enough damage, then clearly you're not going to be able, and they're not getting buffs out of it. Then foul play is just, it only can at max attack 3 characters as well, which does reduce some of its viability. But I think this one was gone from the beginning because they got RNG again. I have my own feelings about making it fair. So is it fair that it's just random who goes first if they have the same speed? I mean, that's the fair way to do it, but it makes it hard for people that have invested a lot in characters that just have the same speed as others. So we'll just watch this one kind of dwindle as they take out my bucket. Again, this is why you want to leave bucket for the last thing, because I can't do anything. I can literally just watch the rest of this happen. The best way to counter bucket is to leave it so bucket's the only thing there, so it has nothing to assist, and 2, there's no way you can use any of your other spells even if they fully charge. You can't call in another bucket, which you won't be able to do after the update anyway. And you won't be able to use any other spells. So since it also doesn't do AoE, it only does it does one line. It is the flanking characters. I'm gonna try switching out foul play for Duke. I'm gonna do Wild Imagination just to try it instead of Big Bad Wolf. Big Bad Wolf again, he's just too squishy for me right now. I'll throw in a tank just to see if this one works out. Yeah, so I'm trying Wild Imagination. Wild Imagination helps because Wild Imagination has the this is going to be an interesting one. Wild Imagination is an AoE and it can do healing immunity, which isn't necessarily useful for its ability to use to do healing immunity. But it also just the fact that it can do damage to all the characters. I'm just trying out because the issue here is that foul play wasn't working for me since no one I'm facing, at least with the team comps that I'm going up against, have enough buffs that I'm actually stealing anything useful. Let's see. Wild Imagination also has the same speed as foul play, which is why I'm trying this one out. Let's see. So it got some healing immunity, a little bit of AoE damage, and the other blessing is that where I'm at, that people don't have blue fairy magic to turn that into continuous damage. I don't think okay. This is also where I would like to have Barley on the team that I was running with Dash before, because Barley can take off taunts, but we'll see. Actually, don't think I'm stuck behind the taunt. So let's take out Hades. Hades has the least health out of this. Oogie, from what I've seen from what the Titans have sent me, Oogie has the highest health at max, which does make him a great tank. But Manticore also has a lot, so they're gonna have a hard time breaking through my Manticore here. Something else I'll say for people that are watching it out here. The guide also does have a really great thing on team comps, and one of the things that it says is that you really only ever need one defense. Then most of the great PvP teams are all the rest offense, and it's actually worked pretty well to have Barley, even though he's not an offensive character on the team, just because he can feed magic, which helps with anyone that has cooldowns at the beginning, or loses their turns pretty fast. So, I have been able to find that this kind of works too. But instead of having Jack, I've been having Barley just to feed some turns, even though he's support. interesting to see what this is going to work out. So I did win, but I don't think it was because I had wild imagination out. Let's see what I can do with Duke here. Hopefully I can get something that's a little stronger. Okay, so this is another team that's slightly stronger than me. Another about 100. Let's see, who can I take out of this? I would like to take out Hades, but let's see. I think I could take out Randall on this turn. Nope. It was Demona, I think, had the least health on this team. But I can hopefully get rid of their speed there. Okay. Did force Dash to use 2 of his charges to evade. Okay, trying out this baby again. There we go, Fire Jack. So now he adds continuous damage as well, which makes him very fun to have up here. With only 2 charges, I'm definitely not going to be using his move yet, and hopefully I can get some more charges over time. Okay, I'll take out Demona. Still can't attack Randall yet. And then the next one I have to go after is Facilier. Facilier also doesn't have a lot of health, but since he's a support, he has more health than characters like Sorcerer Mickey. Okay. Again, I wish I had more runes out here so I could show you guys what Jack looks like with some of his other abilities. But for now, let's just leave it with what's going on here. I do think that it's nice that he can give himself random buffs at the beginning of turn, and this doesn't have a cooldown, so this can happen on every turn. Mortal Potion. Got two stacks of Fear onto Manticore. That's not amazing, but I'll live with it. Randall's still stuck behind the stealth. Facilier is offense and support. He has the help. Yeah, he's very helpful, but he's not as good in PvP. Ludgate actually does. They've been working the guide since the beta, and something that it always says in the tier lists is great in PvE. I was going to make a video on it, but I felt like I was just repeating what was already said in the guide, so I didn't necessarily think it was that useful for you guys. But what I will say is, Facilier and Ariel they're good because healing is much more useful in PvE than it is in PvP, because in PvP you're just losing so much damage. See, this would have actually been a good time for me to have foul play, just because I could have potentially stolen stealth from Randall. I don't. Okay. Again, I'm so glad for the bucket nerf that just got passed through, because being able to just charge up that bucket and just replace it with a fully healed bucket, I think is just kind of annoying. If I was Mythlem on the other side of this, just watching me summon a new bucket, although they might be able to summon a new bucket despite the fact that I haven't touched it yet. Okay, so if you guys are watching this after I've already posted it, I want you to know that I still haven't figured out what Hades does. I know he's good, but he's so far down the line for me that I just haven't really touched it. I know that he can do an AoE. I know he can flank, but other than that, I really just... all the Hades that I'm up against are also just weak enough that I'm just taking them out pretty fast. So I haven't really necessarily focused too hard on what's... Okay, so this is the bug I've been seeing. This will be in the video, so I'll make sure to tag Meathead in a little clip of this later. It freezes like that, and then it has me do an auto attack for a little bit randomly. I don't know what's causing that. I have my guess is that what's going on is that the person on the other end has quit the game at that point, and it's lost, and so I've lost connection with the server in a weird way, and then it just has to replay it as if they're on auto. But I have no idea what causes that. That's happened to me 4 or 5 times. It actually has happened every single time while I've been trying to make a video. It's the only time that that's happened. Okay, this is really annoying. So I'm stuck behind. I can't attack Randall because he's under stealth. I can't put up a new bucket though. Hopefully I can just take out their bucket, and then they're not gonna be able to. I'm not gonna do enough damage to them over the next 50 seconds of my turns plus however long they have. But they might be able to take out Aladdin before I have a chance. Yeah, they just took out Aladdin. Okay, so it's bucket v. So my bucket's gonna take out their bucket first, but it's whether or not their Randall is going to be able to take out my bucket before my bucket can take out Randall. Okay, so this is gonna be close. Nah, I lost. Yeah, Ludgate said it. I think it was either Ludgate or the real IRL who said it on the Discord the other day that Hades needs twice as much to get up to the final tier than, or almost twice as much as any other character. I'm just gonna open this just for kicks. I literally just unlocked Robin Hood since launch. I have missed maybe a couple days in getting the Robin Hood rewards. I'm still liking this team. I'm still like overall, I still like it. I'm still just trying to figure out what I'm trying to get out of the spells, like what I want there. On that one specifically, having foul play would have been nice because I could have taken the stealth off of Randall, so I could have attacked him instead of having to wait behind the bucket. But we'll see. This is funny. So I wonder if Birdie's on the. Here, I'm gonna message the Sigma DSA. Message him. Okay, so I mean that's another way to get around. We get around dashes to charm him, but let's see if I can. Monster Jack. That's vulnerable. Okay, so I actually wasn't sure. Dash can still grant charge even when he's charmed and is attacking his own team. That's good to know. I do have Duke at level 2, which does let me inflict a couple more vulnerable than I would be able to apply otherwise. So Sigma is the group of clubs that I'm associated with right now. Birdie's just in one of the other groups. I'm in Street Rats, which quote unquote is our most competitive of the guilds. Search if you guys want to find a couple good guilds to join. You guys can always feel free to join our Discord. Always also looking for friends. Okay, I'll take out Big Bad Wolf. At least get some damage out. Still trying to find the right balance here of the spells, because I'm still not getting the full team attack. The AoEs, there isn't a spell that does enough AoE damage that I have available to me right now. I'm gonna leave it because I have a pretty good bucket still. So I'm liking vulnerable, but for dash, because then dash can do some critical hits. So I am liking the interaction of Duke Kaboom with with dash and with Jack Jack too, because Jack Jack can inflict vulnerable if you get monster Jack Jack. We'll see if I can. I don't think I'm gonna pull out the win here, but got a little outplayed by RNG as well. This will basically be bucket, whether or not their bucket can do enough to take out my whole team. Okay, so I did win this one by luck. I don't think that was necessarily because I outplayed them at the end. I just got lucky with some RNG as far as having Duke and where Aladdin's turn lined up there. But Birdie, if you ever see this, that was a good one. See, it's doing it again. Seriously, I'm going to take clips from this. I'm going to take clips from this and show it to Meathead to show him that weird interaction that's happening. I want to say it's because I think they're quitting out, but I haven't ever been with someone that I've been seeing as I've been playing to be able to know if that's exactly what's happening or not. So, but it has to happen twice, and again, it's only ever happened when I've been recording. So I don't necessarily think it's like because I'm playing on my computer and my computer can't keep up. Okay, so this has been working. I like Duke getting some vulnerable for Dash. If I haven't already used Dash's final ability, having the vulnerable is good. Which also makes Jack Jack, if you can get Monster out, very helpful, because Monster will inflict vulnerable as well. Having a tank has been good too. I want to keep Bucket for now, and I'll try this one again. I'll try not using Manticore. Luggate says it's happening to others too, so I assume that, I don't know whether or not that's a good thing, but I'm going to throw out Barley just to see if I can get some assists out. Jack Jack, similar to Shan Yu, does have the ability to randomly chain attacks. This is similar to the team I was running right when I got Dash, which was Onward plus Dash. But I wanted to keep Shan Yu and Aladdin for speed control. Sometimes it's RNG with them attacking first. I'm already at a 200 some deck power. It looks like they're just autoing though. Okay, so of these, I think Ian has the lowest health. I'm not gonna be able to take him out though because he does have some stars on him. And it's gonna give some charge to Manticore too. If I had gotten 2 criticals, I would have been able to do it. Yeah, that is one of the benefits of having all 3 of them together, is that if Ian were to take damage, then you can hopefully get Manticore's ability, but it looks like they quit out as soon as they started it. And I swear I don't know who this person is. I did not pay them to do that. Okay. The Dash has no charge, so there's no reason for me not to just attack him to clear him out, since he doesn't have any way to, or he doesn't have the charge, which helps him evade. If I had runes, I would be investing a little bit more in Dash's ability. So Dash's basic, if he crits on his basic, he only gains 1 unless you get the upgrade, which if he crits, then he would get 2 out of that. This team, I guess for no other reason, I have this team just trying this out just because I know that they're going to be able to do multiple attacks, or at least there's a chance to do multiple attacks, because Jack Jack, Shan Yu, and Dash can all potentially do multiple attacks on their basics. Yeah, this person definitely quit out at the beginning. Okay. So I guess maybe I'll make a video on some of this interactions that I'm seeing as far as which spells are good to use with dash. I do if I was really relying on the invulnerable, then I would have to change the strategy. Instead of using the kicks at the beginning, use the basic until that was available, because then no matter what, you would guarantee yourself to have 10 because you'd be getting those guaranteed crits. Let's see. And I'll just stream this for like 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to move over to Disney Heroes for a little bit. And then I'll make a video probably for tomorrow as far as which spells I've been liking with this. I'll continue to do some more testing off stream. But for 100 subs, I thought it'd be fun to try it out. There's also the devs just announced. Meathead just said that they're allowing they're going to start featuring content, and they'll be putting out some best practices on how to get featured there. So my goal eventually, if more people keep watching and keep liking what I'm doing here, then eventually I'll be able to get to the point where I could get featured there. That would be really sweet. So if you like what you're seeing, you guys can always feel free to share with your friends. And I have time for one more battle here, and then I'll be streaming Disney Heroes. It'll be a different stream, but it will be still on my channel here on YouTube. I have no reason to be streaming on Twitch as of right now. Okay, one more battle, and then I'll be closing out this stream, starting a new one for Disney Heroes. Stick around if you guys want to watch me play some Disney Heroes. Gonna be messing around a little bit there. Okay, so this is not necessarily a great final one, because I think this one's gonna go by pretty fast, but we'll see. So this team is all defensive characters, with the exception for Shan Yu. Well, I guess okay. Sorry, I saw Scar, and I thought that was Simba, and then I realized that Simba was actually right here. So they have three tanks. Yeah, I don't have a turn order here that I'm necessarily going for. I'm just mostly waiting, so I can throw up some assists, try to get some charged on dash, and then just clear through this. I'm gonna save it. It's one of those weird things where you have to kind of work out the charged to keep it controlled as much as you can. You don't want to hold on to charge too much, because if dash could lose it so fast if he tries to evade. Yeah. Okay, so they got Shan Yu out of that. I think I'd take that trade, though. Yeah, see, because I held on to dash. I didn't use it right there, so he ended up using all his evades, so it dropped him all the way down to 3. I haven't gotten the upgrade onto his basic, so he can get the double charge from that. So I'm just gonna clear out Scar. I'll try to see if I can get dash around again to use one more. But as far as my thoughts so far on Jack, I need to have a lot more runes. I guess that's what I'm seeing here, is that there's also there's just there's a lot of randomness, but there's a lot more benefit at his later levels, and I'll show that at the end, kind of what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, they just cleared out Dash's charged, which is fine because they're gonna take out Dash right here anyway, and I can just use kicks to get all of it back and see if I can survive long enough to get Jack one more turn. I'll throw over some magic, so hopefully you can use one of his abilities. Guaranteed crit. That's a good one. Just the 3 babies again, though. One of my other things I'd like to see in the future is kind of with Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, you have the ability to check abilities and what they would look like at mechs. But as of right now, you can just kind of see what they're like, where they're at, and what the bonuses would be added are. Which is fine, but it'd be nice to see potentially what it would look like if you did have it leveled up all the way, so you can see all the bonuses all together. It's kind of hard to keep up with some of it, especially like when you're adding an entire random ability to Jack. Okay. So I did end up winning that one, despite the fact that I wasted a lot of dash. I'll have the stream posted for people afterwards if you wanted to keep up with kind of like what I've been thinking through as I've been playing around. So my thoughts on Jack. Obviously, I think he's one that is good, but he needs all his runes because, like, this is going to be good, but this is only better if you have him in a team. But if you use him with dash, then it does increase this to 40% chance, and you're guaranteed obviously if you have the full team. But the big thing is that here polymorph you get metal Jack, which can stun, which is great, but it takes gamma and it takes beta. Like, this is, with the current state of things, this is like 2 weeks at least worth of investment to really get that if you didn't have it right now. And then it's actually kind of annoying that it takes gamma and then it doesn't take it for the third ability. Jack attack is the same. Like, you can inflict continuous damage, but it's taking so many runes to get up to there. This is another one. Like, there's just a lot of, like, Jack is good, but his rune investment in order to get his abilities up to where he's actually going to get the most benefit is steep. And obviously I could have gone him up to a gear above, so he would have had more offense. His speed isn't bad though. It's normal for offense characters. Yeah, I mean, he has a lot of upside, but he takes a lot of investment. Dash a little bit less so. I do have the dash up to 3 stars, level 3. But I still need to get this, which is the one I've really been hoping for, and this is just going to be such, like, 25 gamma runes is now nigh impossible. This I could, but I'm debating whether or not I want to save that up, though. So for the inevitability of when I'm getting this one. But quick hits would be good to also get up, because I can get more charged. Especially because that could potentially add 4 charged if you chain to another opponent and then you also crit there too. Chances of that are probably not super high though. Yeah. I will say the Incredibles characters are good, but with the state of runes, it's just so hard to get them to ultra competitive levels. Okay, with that, guys, I'm gonna end this stream. Give me like 5-10 minutes to set up another stream for Disney Heroes, and I'll be streaming Disney Heroes for a little bit as well to celebrate 100 subs. If you like what you see, always share. Love to have you guys on the streams. I'll be trying to do this on a somewhat regular basis. And with that, guys, I will see you, and I will catch you in my next video tomorrow, hopefully. And